Hey, what's up, MRJack79 here. And yes, yet again, shock of the century, we have another Goku coming to the SH Figuarts line. This time, it is SH Figuarts Son Goku, a kind-hearted Saiyan. Essentially, this is just base Goku from the Cell Saga. Am I excited that we are yet again getting another Goku? For the most part, yeah, because this is a 3.0 Goku. This is essentially Tamashii Nation's answer to the Tozen in the Demonomical Fit base form Gokus, pretty much the supreme martial artist that came out a couple of years back. So the Tamashii Nation's finally letting go of the 2.0 body mode for their most popular character and giving us an official one. Definitely puts a smile on my face. What puts a further smile on my face is the price. At only 4,000 yen at its retail price, that is $27 US to be exact. This is a no-brainer upgrade to Goku that you definitely need to add to your shelf. I'm sure we have some collectors out there that are thinking, I have enough Gokus on my shelf right now as we speak. I would probably fall into that category as well. I think currently right now I'm looking at least like 6 or 7 the base form Gokus on my shelf right now currently as we speak. But this one with that updated 3.0 body mode, I've had a few occurrences with the body mode per se. The one that definitely comes to mind is the Super Saiyan Trunks with the sword. That upgrade from the 1.0 body Trunks is just a no-brainer with the updated body mode, the updated articulation, specifically to get them into the Kamehameha poses, the flight poses with the added hip joints, the added butterfly effects of the arms, shoulders, and legs, and the wrist, and being able to squeeze them together to get those exaggerated Dragon Ball Z poses. Those martial arts poses are essential to a good Dragon Ball Z action figure. So, and definitely at that $27 price point. I know that the some of the Gokus have been difficult to find, especially the Saiyan raised on Earth Goku, or the Goku that fought Vegeta. So, but luckily I got lucky and found 2 of them at my local Walmart. So I have confidence that the distribution of these retail figures are going to be pretty good for my target at Walmart specifically. So I am definitely excited about them. I will say that some of these figures are definitely not worth those exaggerated eBay prices. I saw that Goku sell for sometimes double and even sometimes triple its retail value on eBay and some of the Facebook market groups. I would definitely say, if I had to make an educated guess based off of what I'm looking at right now, it's not going to be worth that. You need to really try to do some hunts, and hopefully your personal retail stores that you live by will have these figures in hand, because honestly I don't think it's going to be worth more than $30. $30, I'm definitely excited for it. It's no denying it for sure, 1000%. Now, as you know, if you've been following my SH Figuarts content for the last couple of months, I have made some comments on stating that I think the line is dying. Do I still think that? In a way, yes, especially after the Pansy and the Supreme Kai prices were confirmed to be $75 a piece. I mean, that's just egregious, if I do say so myself. I was actually considering getting the both of them until I saw those prices. I mean, I said I was going to get them if they were somewhere around 40 or 50, but I feel like 75 is just kind of a slap in the face. Even though Diamond did just come out, I think they're definitely trying to cater to people that were diehard fans of that show. I enjoyed Daima, but just not that much to pay $75 for secondary characters. It's just not me. But I am excited to get this Goku though. So, like I said, once I find this one on retail shelves, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Do I plan on pre-ordering it? No, I do not. But I definitely will pick it up once, I see people to start to get this figure on hand, for sure. According to the information received, it looks like the pre-orders are going to start October the 1st, and it's going to be released sometime in May the 26th. That seems to be the official release date for this guy. So, as you can all see, looking at the final picture of this Goku here, he comes with the normal face sculpts and all of the hand sculpts, like with the Kamehameha, the instant transmission, the Kung Fu poses, but he's not going to come with any kind of a beam effects like this. Like I said, this is a base retail figure, so those tend to not come with the standard beam effects. Next, we have these updated Super Saiyan Vegeta. Official product title for this one is the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta Dangerous Pride. As you can see, it's going to differentiate from the other Vegetas that have come out in the past. You can see the bulk level is kind of looking like when he first became a Super Saiyan rather than when he was Super Vegeta against Cell. This looks more like the standard Super Saiyan Vegeta when he first achieved the legendary form against Android 19 and Android 20. Also, you would take notice of the description of the figure that he has an updated shoulder articulation. If I had to take an educated guess, this body looks definitely identical to the Vegeta, the adult Vegeta that got released from the Dragon Ball Daima line. So, I mean, if I'm taking an educated guess and look at it, it's probably an identical look to that body with just the updated Super Saiyan head sculpt and face. So this one could probably pass for a Super Saiyan Vegeta from the Cell saga, the Android saga, and from Dragon Ball Daima as well. I'm sure I'm pretty confident on what some of you are thinking. How many Vegetas have we gotten in this line in the past 10 years? And at least 15, maybe even 20 of them. And I'm definitely falling into that. Do I really need another Vegeta figure as well? I mean, once we go back and look at the shelf specifically of a collector of this line that's been collecting these figures for the last 10 years, I'll be hard pressed to not see if you have at least 10 to 15 different Vegetas on your shelf, between all of the forms, between all of the multiple stages, between the 1.0 to 2.0 and now 3.0. I mean, is it egregious that SH Figuarts continues to give us the same character over and over and over again? Kind of like how Star Wars releases Darth Vader at least 3 to 4 times a year. Yeah, it's pretty, they're clearly taking advantage of old collectors and new collectors alike that specifically that have been around for years that, don't want to keep their dusty old figures on the shelf. Of course, all of us old school or old heads are going to want the new stuff, and then it's easy to get. That's how you introduce new people to the line as well. But looking at some of these promotional imageries, I mean, as a diehard Dragon Ball fan myself, I can't say that I'm not excited to see this version of Vegeta, as he is one of my favorite characters from the anime and has been for the last 30 years. Especially if you look at it from an artistic standpoint, this is when he first became a Super Saiyan. So, I mean, they even put it in the title. So I'm sure there's going to be some people that try to argue, well, how do you know it's just not another Super Vegeta from the Cell saga? Because Super Vegeta was super buff. The only thing you have to do is just, look at or compare just some anime pictures and look at that form of Vegeta and look at the form of when he first became a Super Saiyan. You can see, this one's kind of skinny. So it makes sense. Also, something pretty notable, while of course there's always going to be some nitpicks and critiques with announcements like this, let's definitely not fail to realize that this Vegeta also comes with both sets of shoes that he has had throughout the course of the anime. The normal white boots that he had when he first made the transformation to Super Saiyan, and he also has the orange and black striped tip boots that he had during the duration of the Cell saga and then on throughout the continuation of Z and into Super and Daima as well. So that is a nitpick that we have been making since the inception of the entire SH Figuarts line, and now that they have finally taken note of that, a mere 10 years later, finally giving us multiple option of boots. You'd think that'd be something pretty simple to critique or fix, years ago, but better than late than never, I guess. Pre-orders for this one open up October 1st as well, just like the Goku. It's supposed to release next April 2026. We don't have an idea on price yet. If they were smart, they should probably keep this at a retail level as well, maybe at a $50 or $60 price range, especially since he doesn't come with any beam effects. Looks like the only thing I'm seeing is just the normal, the face sculpts, hands, and the different boots. So his price should reflect that accordingly. Unlike, I don't know what they were thinking. I'll keep harping on it. On the price point of the Pansy and the Supreme Kai, the $75 at that height and that amount of plastic utilized to make those figures, the $75 just blows my mind. There's just no way. I've been collecting this line for 10 years, and y'all know more so than anybody how much I love this anime, but I can't consider myself a smart consumer to even consider dropping that level of money for those characters, especially secondary characters. No, the Goku being at the $27, that's a no-brainer. You got to do that to, make that make sense. I feel like Vegeta is a popular enough character where you should keep him at a retail level as well, so that you can get the necessary sales to continue the line. If you make those particular characters super expensive, that's going to piss off a certain number, level of consumers that will make most people just turn away from the line in general. But ultimately, though, I can say that I'm still, happy to have the number and level of action figures from this line. I mean, it has definitely given my YouTube channel the credibility that you all have come to know and love for the last 8 years now. And, obviously I have no plans on just giving up completely on the line, but it's definitely a more strategic, more criticized view on what characters that I'm going to collect and what characters I'm going to ignore. So with that, I think I will end our discussion here for today. So what I want to know now is how you feel about it. I mean, do you plan on getting the Pansy and the Supreme Cow for $75 a piece? I think it's kind of a no-brainer that all of us in one form or another are going to claim this Goku, as he is the main character. Even if you've been collecting the line for the last 10 years, I think the update to the 3.0 body for this Goku, it's kind of you gotta have it, in my opinion. Same thing with the Vegeta. If his price point is correct, like I say, I don't think he's going to be anywhere near $75. I think he'll be like right at that $50 to $60 price range. So, okay, that's going to wrap us up here, man. So if you appreciated the video, you know what to do, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, I am an avid collector of the SH Figuarts line. I've been a fan of the Dragon Ball Z anime for the last 30 years. So if you're interested in that type of content, make sure you get subscribed. You can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, thank you guys for the support, and I'll see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.